You keep getting in my shot. Everybody loves dogs and beer. Cheers! So these are the beers that we'll be trying today. We have Stone Delicious IPA, Omissions Ipa, Glutenberg's Blonde Ale, and New Planet's Seclusion IPA. Stone Delicious IPA is one of my favorite beers. They actually have breweries on the East Coast and West Coast of the United States, so they operate out of California and Virginia. This is actually a gluten-reduced beer, so it does contain traces of gluten. It's not 100% gluten-free, but the way that they ferment it, it removes the gluten. So they use ingredients that include gluten, and then the way that they brew it, they actually remove some of the gluten. It ends up being less than 20 parts per million, and they sanitize all of their equipment during the process so that they don't have a ton of cross-contamination. They even post their results online from different tests that they do, so you can actually look up how many parts per million are in some of these beers. This is one of my favorites. We also have Omissions Ipa. They're based in Portland, Oregon, and actually the person who founded Omission, his wife was diagnosed with celiac, and so all of their beers are brewed basically the same way that Stone Delicious does theirs. They are gluten reduced, and they're actually packaged in a closed environment so they don't have cross-contamination. The next beer is Glutenberg's Blonde Ale. I prefer IPAs. They do have an IPA. We couldn't find it in the store. Glutenberg is actually out of Quebec, and they have 100% gluten-free beers. They only use gluten-free ingredients. That's the only way to make a beer 100% gluten-free, is you don't use any gluten in the ingredients when you're actually brewing. So the parts per million level for their beers is 0.00. And then New Planet's Seclusion IPA. I've never had this one before. I'm really excited to try it. I've had the other 3 beers, so this will be one that I probably won't be able to guess. They're based out of Colorado. The founder of this brewery actually has celiac, and so they have both kinds of beer. They have the gluten reduced, which is what Seclusion is, and then they have 100% gluten free. So this one should be really interesting to try. So what we're gonna do today is Sam is gonna take 4 beers into the other room and measure them out into a flight. A flight is 4 ounces of 4 different cups, so it equals about a pint. I am then going to rank the beers 1 through 4, 1 being I like the most, 4 the least, and then I'm going to try to guess which beer is which, because I think I'll know my favorite out of all of them, Stone Delicious, but we'll see how good I am. And I also want to remind everyone that although these are gluten-free and gluten-reduced beers, so they don't have high FODMAPs, you still want to be careful with consuming alcohol. Know your limits, because it can affect your gut health as well and cause symptoms from IBS. So make sure that you know what your limit is. My range is 1 to 2 beers, so I think I'll be safe with this flight. All right, so here is our flight. I'm gonna try the first beer. Not super hoppy, so I don't think it's an IPA. I'm thinking this one might be Glutenberg. It's a little nutty. Do I have to finish the whole thing?
Yes.
I have to finish the whole thing?
Yeah.
Even if I don't like it? It's gonna take a while.
That's what the magic of editing is for.
So it'll look like I just drink it really fast.
Yep.
Almost like champagne. It is big. Well, it's not so bad now. It does definitely taste like a non-IPA. That's probably why I don't like it very much. I will say, I think this tastes better than Glutenberg's IPA, if this is Glutenberg, because their IPA is really nutty. And it doesn't taste like an IPA at all. But it could be New Planet Seclusion, because I haven't had that before. California or Quebec? It tastes like Canadian beer. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and drink that one.
Really?
Yeah, because it was that bad.
Okay.
I think I know what these others are gonna taste like. We'll see. This is definitely an IPA, even though, you know, all three of these last ones are gonna be IPAs if this one is the gluten-free. My drinking companion. She's so attentive. This is good. I'm gonna say this is probably Stone Delicious because it's really tasty. It actually just tastes like a regular beer. Very hoppy.
It's literally roughly one beer.
Alright, number 3. Smells like pine trees. I bet you this is the Colorado one. Ooh. This is very fruity. Ooh, I really like this. What is this? Now I'm wondering if I got Stone Delicious wrong, because this is tasty. I don't think this is an Omission. Maybe this is the New Planet Seclusion one. It's good. It's light. It's a light IPA. I don't know if there's such thing as a light IPA, but it's not like heavy. Not like too hoppy. I really like this. He keeps getting in my shot. Everybody loves dogs and beer. Cheers! Alright, so I decided to take a break and have some Pretzel Crisps. They're gluten-free by Snack Factory, and they're delicious. They taste like real pretzels, just like every gluten-free pretzel, but they are delicious. They're really salty, great snack when you're drinking. I like to put cheddar cheese on them. Kind of like a Lunchable. This is a very good beer. It's so nice of you to join me. Alright, I think this last one is going to be Omission because I think I got the other 3 right. And I'm very used to Omission, so I think I'll know when I taste it. Yeah. It tastes like Omission. It's kind of, nothing too special about it. It's a little hoppy because it's an IPA. But kind of leaves this like taste in your mouth. It's not my favorite beer, but it's like an okay go-to. Most grocery stores have it in stock. Word to the wise, you probably, if you've ever been to Total Wine or a place like that, it has like a huge stock of wine and beer. They usually have a gluten-free section. Well, the grocery stores do too. But you're not going to find Stone Delicious in those areas because I don't think they really advertise it or that it's like well known that it's a gluten-reduced beer. I mean, omission, basically the name sounds like it's omission of gluten. Glutenberg is obviously going to be gluten-free or gluten-reduced. So those beers you can definitely find in the gluten-free area, but not a lot of people know that Stone Delicious is actually gluten-reduced. So they don't really stock it in the gluten-free section. Like, compared to the other beer, it's just like straight up alcohol. It's like all I can taste. A little hoppy, but mostly just like alcohol, which I don't know what the alcohol content is. New Belgium does make a gluten-free beer, or gluten-reduced. I don't know, I haven't done the research, but when we were shopping and looking for some beers for this flight test, we Sam just rolled his eyes. I was looking up different gluten-free beers because not all of them are always going to be in the gluten-free section. And New Belgium has one. I can't remember the name right now, but we couldn't find it, so they must have not had it in stock. Another thing is, in the gluten-free section, they have a lot of ciders and, for some reason, hard kombucha, which a lot of that stuff you have to be careful with different FODMAPs, especially ciders, because they'll be made out of like apples and things like that, which you have to be careful with on the low FODMAP diet. So I usually stay away from ciders. Okay, I am almost 100% sure that this is Glutenberg because I dislike it very much. Thank you for making that the first thing, because if it was the last thing, I don't know that I would have finished it. I almost didn't want to finish it. And I rate that 4 because it's terrible. Pretty sure this is Stone Delicious. And I think this is New Planet because it tasted like something I've never had before. And then I'm pretty sure this is Omission. And I had to rank them just by taste, not even thinking about what they are, because this was my favorite before I had this. So I would say number 1 would be New Planet's Seclusion IPA. Number 2, my old trusty Stone Delicious. Number 3, good old Omission. And Glutenberg's number 4. So let's see if I'm right. Glutenberg. And then this one. This was Omission? Oh my gosh! I really liked it! Why did I like it so much? Wow, wow, wow. And this was New Planet Seclusion. So this was really Stone Delicious? That has more flavor. I'm so sad. Okay, so really this was here and this was here. So there you go. My new favorite beer. If you're interested in more information about the Low FODMAP diet or different things that you can find in grocery stores, recipes, go to our website, woodyandmarie.com, and make sure that you like and subscribe for more videos like this.